Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We'll have your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, we're going to have a look at your commuter traffic and weather. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, beautiful day here in the Pioneer Valley.
And no time to waste.
So
let's get to it right now, shall we? Traffic up and down I-91 looks pretty good. 291, a slight slowdown at the Pike. But otherwise, actually, the Pike is looking pretty good as well. Let's take a look at temperatures right now, shall we? Oh, clouds and radar. We'll do that instead. You can see here, in fact, I'll back up to the temperatures, and there they are. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 70s, 79, Greenfield 78 in Westfield, and low to mid 70s right now in the Berkshires. And as you know, the clear air continues. Dry weather continues through tomorrow. We'll update with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Now for your top 4 at 4, teachers in Northampton Public Schools are fighting for better contracts. Members of the Northampton Association of School Employees are going work to rule, meaning they're ending all voluntary work outside their contractual start and end times until an agreement is reached. The NASE president says the mayor's allocation to the school budget is, quote, insufficient and doesn't allow for a reasonable cost of living increase for Northampton Public Schools employees. This means teachers will not be volunteering their time for after-school tutoring, coming in early for lesson planning, or going on field trips that extend beyond their contractual hours. A large fire in Adams that forced 2 schools to be evacuated is still being investigated, but the fire does not appear suspicious. The fire occurred at McDermott Graphic Arts Factory on April 16th. According to the fire chief of Adams, the property had violated several terms of the permit issued in 2019, including failing to install an approved lockbox at the gate for fire department emergency access, failing to seek a permit for unsanctioned work, and failing to obtain a hot work permit for cutting and grinding metal operations within the building. And the Holyoke Fire Department responded to a vehicle fire overnight on Route 141 and Jarvis Avenue. A car crashed into a tree and was on fire, but no one was in the car. Crews put out the fire, but they couldn't find the driver. Right now, we don't know if there were any injuries. The cause of the crash is under investigation, and anyone with information is being asked to contact Holyoke Police. Brian Shortsleeve, a former Charlie Baker administration MBTA executive, venture capitalist, and Marine Corps veteran, announced his run for governor today. Shortsleeve says his plan is to, quote, bring common sense conservative leadership to Beacon Hill. Shortsleeve's platform appears focused on cutting spending, auditing every state agency, cutting taxes and fees, and opposing Governor Healey's approach on immigration and shelter. He's the 3rd major figure to announce his candidacy for governor in the 2026 race, joining Mike Keneally on the GOP side and Healey herself. And we're going to check back in with meteorologist Brian Lapis. You have the clouds and radar up for there.
Yeah, looking pretty good right now. Evening activities should be fine. Clouds and radar showing here at 3:48 that we've got mostly clear skies overhead. Looking forward, just some scattered clouds as we head into the evening hours. Light and variable breeze. Evening temperatures will be in the 60s, I expect. Overnight low temperatures 48 to 54. A few more clouds here tomorrow. Case in point, 7 a.m. some clouds. We go to 10 o'clock, a few clouds around. It's a partly sunny day here tomorrow with a light breeze from the east. But dry here at least through sunset. We may run into a couple of raindrops on Wednesday. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
Trending today, Hamas has released the last remaining American citizen who's been held captive in Gaza. Edon Alexander has been held hostage by Hamas since October 7th, 2023. The head of the Hamas negotiating team issued a statement saying the release is part of, quote, the steps being taken to achieve a ceasefire, open the crossings, and allow aid. Hamas also says they're ready to negotiate serious efforts to reach a final agreement with Israel to end the war. And the U.S. and China have reached an agreement that would reduce tariffs and put a stop to the trade war. Both the U.S. and China held negotiations over the weekend in Switzerland. In a joint statement, for 90 days, the U.S. will lower its tariffs on China for 145% to 30%. China has agreed to lower its tariffs on the U.S. for 125% to just 10%. U.S. Secretary of Treasury Scott Besant saying, quote, both sides showed great respect. And now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. Hampden County District Attorney Anthony Gallooni is partnering with the National Guard to support crime takedown. Tonight we hear from officials on the impact this will have moving forward. And updates in the Riverside Road construction in Springfield. Coming up, all the details. Plus, volunteers from Eastman's Indian Orchard are making efforts to clean up Camp Weber today, ahead of a recap of today's event.
Traffic on either end of 291 is slow. 291 merging with the Pike, back up there, and 291 merging with I-91. Also a bit of a slowdown there. Otherwise, traffic is good. Weather looks good. We'll track our next chances for rain on 22 News starting at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. You can join us on TV starting at 5 and get all your news, local weather, and updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.